Caroline, I have to know. Even if you're not sure, even if there's a chance.
Thomas, I told you.
We're alone now. All right, you can be honest. Is Dad really the father of your baby? Or am I?
Thomas is back from Paris?
Yes.
He hasn't gone very long.
No.
Did you know he was coming back? Last time we talked about this, he thought he'd be gone for a while.
My son thinks he can do whatever he wants.
So there's still a problem between you two. Ridge, I can tell there's something wrong. What is it? I just wish I knew what they were saying down there.
I can guess what your dad's saying down there.
Yeah, I'm sure he's trying to convince Nicole not to be our surrogate.
You know, we didn't have to leave them down there.
I was getting out of control. Anyway, it has to be Nicole's decision. She said she was okay. She can handle her parents.
All right, why don't you come sit down?
It's just the timing. You know, Nicole agreed. We were starting the process, and then my parents show up, and now my dad's getting into her head.
You're afraid he's going to convince her to change her mind.
Okay, I won't listen to you badmouth Maya.
Everything is not about Maya.
No, right now, honey, we're concerned about you.
I've made my decision.
No. You made the decision that Maya wanted you to make.
She's not pressuring me, Dad.
It was selfish for her to even bring it up. Why would she burden you with that?
Oh, she wants to help. Okay, we know how much you love your sister.
Yes. But you don't owe her a baby or a year of your life. Now, Rick's a very wealthy man. They can afford to start a family another way. You don't have to do it, Nicole. As your father, I forbid it.
Dad won't get anywhere laying down the law with Nicole.
Does he handle things any other way?
He says he's different now. He's learned his lesson.
Isn't that a good thing?
Yeah. Unless he's put down the sledgehammer technique for something more effective.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
You're such a hypocrite. You can't accuse Maya of pressuring me into doing this and then order me not to do it.
Baby, I'm just looking out for you.
Nicole, have you really thought about this? I mean, what it would mean, being pregnant? I mean, having a baby is beautiful, but it is no picnic.
I didn't say it would be easy. I said yes because I want to do something for two people who have been incredibly generous to me.
Fine. You want to pay them back, but not by carrying their baby. Think of you. Think of your life. Think of your dreams. Think of Zendi. Nicole, please, don't let Maya use you like this.
Thomas thinks he can make his own rules.
Like come back from Paris without permission.
Permission. That's a concept that he doesn't understand.
Why do I get the feeling there's more to this than you're letting on?
Caroline, who is the father?
Thomas, stop.
Of course, Dad thinks it's his. He doesn't know about that night.
No, and we agreed to forget about it.
Can we? Or did you get pregnant? I have to know these things, Caroline.
Stop! Ridge is the father. I told you that. I just said that. I got my period afterwards, so...
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Thank you. I'm sorry. I just, when you didn't come right out and say it, I got freaked out. I don't know. Don't do that.
Okay, are you relieved then?
Oh, yeah. Of course. That could have been a disaster. I mean, can you imagine you and me with the baby? You and Dad married. Thank God it's his.
Maya didn't force me into this.
Now, she would have been hurt if you would have said no. What's even worse, you would have been insulted.
No. Disappointed.
Disappointed. Yeah, like she was disappointed with me when I didn't jump on board with her wedding.
You called it a freak show.
No. I expressed an opinion outside of hers, and I was cast out.
No. Maya wouldn't do that to her sister.
Maya does not respond well when she does not get her way. Nicole knows that. She's seen it. We all have. See, Nicole doesn't want Maya to think that she's not supporting her decision to have a family.
I do support it.
Yes. Well, don't feel that you have to prove it with these drastic decisions.
I'm not proving anything. I'm helping my sister.
I think your father's trying to say...
You said it, Mom. He thinks that Maya is using me, and she's not.
There are other ways to be supportive. You are not obliged to being Maya's surrogate because she took you in. You could have come home. Please, Nicole, don't fall for the guilt trip.
The what? I would not guilt Nicole into anything.
Well, your father and I are worried about this decision. We just want to be certain.
Nicole was certain. She agreed, and I am sorry if you don't like that.
No. It's not that we don't want you to have a family.
You just don't want me to drag Nicole into it.
Vivian, we've given Nicole every opportunity to say no.
The only way I want Nicole to do this is if she's really sure this is what she wants.
Nicole, is it?
Almost done with that email?
You don't have to wait.
Lucky for you, I'm very patient. Seriously, Reg, what's going on with you and Thomas?
I told you.
You didn't tell me everything. I'm sure you didn't just send him to Paris because he was fooling around with an intern.
Fooling around with an intern wasn't the problem.
Okay.
It's a symptom.
So, what's the problem?
The problem, Logan, is that my son makes choices that are unacceptable.
Maybe things will improve now that he's back. You'll get through this. Okay, yes. As parents, we want our children to act like mature, responsible adults. And Thomas didn't do that, so you are disappointed. But that doesn't mean it has to have lasting consequences for the two of you. You're happy.
Yeah, of course I'm happy. That could have been a disaster. I don't even want to think about it. I mean, you and Dad are married. The three of us work together. That could have ruined everything, but hey, we're back. This is amazing. Look, I was trying to be cool with it, you know, but on the inside, I was thinking, don't be mine, don't be mine, don't be mine. I don't know. I've been trying to fix things with my dad and make up for all the stupid stuff I've done lately. And getting you pregnant would have absolutely ruined that. Not to mention what it would have done to your life. But everything's fine. You know, we can go on with our lives just like we planned. So thank you. I'm really glad we were able to clear that up.
So am I.
Stop and think about it. Are you sure you want to be Maya's surrogate? Having a baby growing inside of you, dealing with morning sickness and bloating.
Julius.
I don't care about that.
Yeah? Well, maybe Zendi does. Having another man's baby growing inside of his...
Stop this. You're trying to scare her while we have made it perfectly clear that she can change her mind at any time.
All I'm doing is giving her a clear understanding of the sacrifice that she will be making.
Nobody's pretending this isn't a sacrifice. What we're asking is extraordinary. And that's why we're so grateful that Nicole has said yes.
Nicole, just tell us what you want to do.
I said yes, and I mean it. I want to do this for you. I want to give you this gift. I didn't say yes right away. I thought about it. And I'm doing the right thing. I feel good about it.
Jumping right back into it?
Yeah, both feet.
Well, it's good to have you back.
Thank you. Though I'm not sure Dad feels the same way.
Well, I'm not the one to ask about that.
I heard a rumor he was seeing an intern, but that might be over. Is Thomas available now?
Oh, yeah. He's totally available. Free agent. Not a care in the world, that one. I was just with him in the design office.
Well, thank you, Claire. Just tell Wonders did a nice job. See you. So you were with Thomas.
That's a problem.
What's a problem?
Your face. You can't do that every single time his name gets brought up.
Well, neither one of us seemed that relaxed. What happened?
Thomas just cornered me. I mean, he kept asking about the baby and if there was any chance that it could be his.
What did you say?
Honestly, I didn't even know what to say at first because he caught me so off guard. You know, he asked if I knew who the father was, and I said yes, and that wasn't good enough. And so he kept asking if I was certain and if there was any chance that it could be his.
You didn't tell him?
No, I didn't. You should have seen his face. He was so relieved. He kept saying what a huge disaster that would be, and thank God it wasn't his.
Dad is still angry with me, Brooke.
I know it seems that way, but you have to understand, sometimes that's how parents show their concern. You remember when you were little, how you would run across the street or try to touch something hot, and Rich would yell at you, but it's not because he was angry.
But I'm not a little boy anymore.
I know, so show him that. Show him your maturity. He'll come around. I promise you, this problem won't be hanging over your relationship forever.
So he doesn't suspect a thing. He thinks that he dodged a bullet. And having a baby would completely ruin his life right now.
Well, I'm sorry, Caroline. But Thomas isn't ready to be a father. He's barely ready to be a man. That's my son, so that's not easy for me to say. But he's selfish. He doesn't know how to put anybody else's needs in front of his own.
You can't handle him the way that you did earlier. Because anyone can see how angry you are.
I have every right to be angry.
I know, but this is supposed to be the happiest time in our life. So you fuming at Thomas is gonna make people think that there's something wrong. So if we're gonna do this, if we're gonna say that this is our baby, then you have to get over what happened that night. You have to wipe it out of your mind. Because Thomas is back in LA, and if you can't figure out a way to get along with him, then it's gonna raise flags. And he's gonna start asking more questions, and it's only a matter of time before the truth comes out.
I'm not gonna let that happen.
We should have never left LA.
Maya didn't want you here. Do you want that to happen again?
I don't care what Maya wants. We're not going anywhere as long as our daughter's life is at stake.
Listen, Maya and Rick will take good care of Nicole. She'll have the best doctors.
I don't care about that. I care about Nicole, her future, her dreams, her relationship with Zindy. Did you see how she responded when I brought his name up? And Maya, why is Maya telling me not to scare her? What is she so afraid of?
Well, it's a lot for a young man to handle starting out a relationship.
Come on. Having a child with your sister's husband?
Well, I agree. I mean, I don't even know if Nicole has thought this through, but, you know, she's an adult. It's her choice.
It's not her choice, see? It's Maya's choice. And that's been the driving problem with this family all along. Maya making choices and us having to be drugged through them and support her decisions.
Well, Maya wants her child to come from this family. She wants it to be an Avant.
I don't want to have anything to do with that. And neither would Nicole if she wasn't so beholden to her. I was getting through to her, Viv.
I don't think she's certain about this, but she said yes anyway.
Which is why we can't let it go. Listen, she's not acting in her own best interest. Our daughter needs our guidance.
Yes, guidance. Yes. Okay, now is the time for love and concern. We have to handle it delicately, not with judgment and disapproval.
Wait a minute, I'm not entitled to an opinion? Viv, Maya and Rick can't be the only voices in our daughter's head. I mean, somehow convincing her that it's noble to have a doctor put DNA from Rick in her body?
Listen, if Nicole is gonna do this, we're gonna have to support her.
Just because we love our children doesn't mean that we have to condone their poor choices. I'm trying to accept Maya's choice for her life. Now she's making decisions for Nicole? No, I won't have it.
I'm sorry Dad did that to you.
You're the one who should be upset.
Nothing he says gets to me anymore. But he affected you. He made you question your decision. It's okay.
Nicole, we just want you to be sure about this.
If you're not,
I am.
you're not obligated.
I said yes.
We appreciate that.
I know things got intense in here earlier, but if you're not 100% certain that you want to do this, we're not holding you to it.
Dad can't bully me into changing my mind.
No. You stood up to him. And that means so much to me. But this isn't about choosing sides or proving Dad wrong.
It's about you and Rick and how much you love each other and what great parents you'd be.
It's about you too, Nicole.
I can do this for you.
At what cost? Dad mentioned Zende.
He was just trying to rattle me.
I'm not asking you to sacrifice your relationship.
Why does everybody keep saying that word? Sacrifice. Like I'm not getting anything out of this too. Like me seeing my sister happy has no value to me. Because it does.
And your happiness means just as much to me, Nicole. And when I think about what you're willing to do, I am so grateful. But not just when I think about the baby, Rick and me, having a child that's part of both of us. It's when I think about us too. And going through this experience together and what that means about how far we've come and how much we love each other. But it's not because you said yes. It's because you were the first person I wanted to ask. And I'm really glad you did. I am so thankful that Dad didn't change your mind. But surrogacy is a huge step. It is for us too. We were asking someone to carry our child. And I feel completely comfortable knowing that it's you. Because there is no one that I trust more than my sister.